Kent Shoemaker, Shoemaker Guitar Works. How's it going? So I got a neat project here. It's kind of an oddball. I'm taking two guitars and making one good one. Quite a while ago, a customer brought me a 1960s Kent, not unlike this one. Actually, it was identical to this one, except didn't have the sunburst back and sides. And it needed some binding work, and the neck is very questionable for that guitar. It had been hacked and had a Gibson humbucker put up here and had the stock pickup here, but the switches and the electronics were all messed up, and it was just kind of a basket case. So I put new binding on it and I re-lacquered the body, and rather than try and refret a neck that's kind of messed up and whatever, and then, you know, these pickups here are pretty much unobtainium. They're harder than hell to find. So he searched for almost a year on eBay and Reverb and different sites, and finally found this one. This one it's got a good neck on it, but the joint had been glued for some reason and screwed in, and which is not normal. Somebody had done that, and when whoever he got it from went to take it apart, they didn't know it was glued, and it cracked the body here and here. And so but this thing's got a good neck on it, and the frets are good, and there's enough beef to these frets to where if I need to do a little bit of leveling or whatever I need to do, it's there. Plus, it's got both of the original pickups and all the original electronics, and everything works. So like this bridge that's on this thing's beat up, but his bridge is in good shape. So, you know, there's that. It's just gonna be a really neat project when it's done. And my customer lives in Jamaica 6 months out of the year, so that's kind of cool that he's allowed, or that he can do that. And you know, he's retired and whatever, and so I'm looking forward to getting this project done for him for when he comes back here in April or May, whenever it may be, and get some and just have him a guitar, you know, that he's been waiting for. He had one of these when he was a kid, I think the story was, but also it's a Kent, made by Guiatone, I believe this one is. Could probably confirm that with my buddy Nate DeMont Guitars in Oswego, Illinois. But his last name is also Kent, so having a Kent guitar with his last name being Kent is pretty darn cool, I think. So anyway, this is going to be the first video in this series, and here over the next few weeks I'm going to disassemble this guitar and probably touch up the neck some on it and make it look a little better, because there's some chips and stuff. And again, not trying to take away from the patina. Like even when I painted his body with lacquer, I used yellowed lacquer to make it look the part, you know. So the neck will be fixed, and all the electronics from this one will go into that guitar, and then everything will be set up and like it should be. So it's just going to be a fun, interesting project. These do have truss rods in them. They're not great, but they do work. You adjust them from this end. Like an old Fender, you have to take the neck off. I like the inlays on this guitar because it's got the little tiny rectangles, and then on the 12th fret it's got the dots. There's no side dots on this thing, which I find interesting. Most guitars did have side dots, but you know, it's going to be a neat guitar. Unfortunately, you know, this body's destroyed because, you know, they're just plywood, and these cracks. I could probably I could probably soak him with CA glue, but his body is in a lot better shape aside from the holes from the humbucker. So, but you'll never see that because the stock pickup, just barely, but it does, covers it up. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Pay attention to this series in the future because we're going to be restoring a Kent. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.